So one of the first questions that you might be asking is, what problems are you solving me? And the biggest problem we are trying to address are errors and downtimes, because they cost companies lots of money, and in these COVID times also many times customers. And errors are very closely connected to the lack of know-how or expertise in the field, which we identified during the research as the major problem in manufacturing, at least in some countries. And the third problem was COVID-19 restrictions, the inability to travel and to support people remotely. And we dare to say that even once the COVID is over, which we hope it will be over soon, the ability to support and share knowledge remotely will still become very relevant. Because companies realize that working remotely can be more effective in some cases. Also, last time during our webinar, I asked some of you if any of the problems concern you, and 70% of you confirmed that lack of expertise is a huge problem, followed by the COVID-19 restriction, lack of staff, and aging of the field techs, as well as the language barrier. So all these are problems that, at least to some extent, can be solved by Resco Houston. So what are the major benefits? It's definitely faster and cheaper issue solving, because the expert can very easily and very quickly help to save the problem the first time. And by working remotely and saving time traveling, he can cover more issues remotely rather than doing it physically. It's definitely less errors and downtimes, and by lowering the downtimes, we believe that it also brings happier customers and customer retention. Some other benefits. Okay, sorry for a small technical problem. Some other benefits definitely are it can be definitely used for training purposes. For example, or when a company is relocating to, and you want to train the local workforce, so it can lower the knowledge gap between workers. And it certainly can help to solve the aging problem, because augmented reality is a feature that can attract millennials. We know that millennials are a digital generation, and augmented reality in combination with some new devices certainly can attract them into the field force, and to help to share the knowledge from the more seasoned workers to the younger ones. So why Resco Houston? Well, first of all, there are no additional costs at the moment on Resco side. It all depends on your Agora usage. So if you don't go over the 10,000 free minutes every month you get from Agora, basically you're not paying anything. Then the other benefit is integration with other CRM data. What I mean by that is that after every call, both parties have to fill in the phone call entity form. So who was on the call, what was the call about, how long did it last, and so on. And as you know, you can build dashboards on the top of that. So it definitely gives the manager an overview of maybe what are the repeating issues, where to focus on in training, and so on. We are also trying to make it available for as wide audience as possible. So we currently have it on iOS and web, and with the Q4 release, which will be this week, it will be available on Android. And having Houston on Android opens up other possibilities, like using it on ruggedized Android devices such as Caterpillar, Zebra, or RealWear Agent 1. It also works on MS Dynamics and Salesforce, and we also believe that we have a strong roadmap. So why not a standard call or scab, which is a frequent question? Well, we know that humans are very visual, and showing is more effective than explaining somebody over the phone or reading a manual. Skype doesn't allow you to draw the instructions into the shared scene, and the already mentioned ability to connect data from the calls with other CRM data. And drawing is international, so it helps you to overcome the language barriers.